All right, everybody, this is Ayofemi with Generational Compounders, and I'm coming with a short video today to go over how to get started with trading options, my trading strategy, my win for that trading strategy, as well as how to do research for your trades. So, a quick one here, but a good one. Let's get to it. So first up, let's choose a platform. We have Webull. We also have Robinhood. Webull is a very good start. They have a lot of resources available on their desktop as well as their mobile app. So Okay, so very important step is to set up your Webull for options trading. Okay, so you want to go in, make sure that you are basically filling out the application to start trading options. All right, a very important step. And you want to do the exact same thing on Robinhood. So no matter the platform, make sure that you sign up to be able to trade options. All right, in a nutshell, these are the things that you're going to want to do in order to, fill out that application for Webull and pretty much for Robinhood. Basic questions that they're going to ask that you're going to fill out, and that way you can be approved for level 2 trading options. Okay, and on to the famous Robinhood user friendly platform. All right, so here we are on the user-friendly Robinhood. You want to go ahead, sign up for your account. You can trade them also on desktop. I prefer them mobile only, very user-friendly. Again, you want to make sure that you apply for options trading. Do not forget, very important step after you sign up for Robinhood, go ahead and get it funded. Very, very user-friendly platform. Okay, now we're on to one of my favorite strategies and a recent win using this strategy. This is the double top, which is a reversal pattern. So let's get into this right now. Okay, so this strategy, the double top or the double bottom, in this case, the double top, is when our market is going up and it fails to continue, makes a drop, goes up again, and fails to go up anymore. So, according to Investopedia, a double top is an extremely bearish technical reversal pattern that forms after an asset reaches a high price 2 consecutive times with a moderate decline between the two highs. So, very technical. I look at it as a nice M when I am trading. Let's get into this just a little deeper. Okay, so here is a diagram showing pretty much what I stated, how price is moving up and then it reaches its first peak or its first top and price descends, creating what is considered a neckline. Price then again rallies up, cannot break the previous top or peak, and it sells back down and breaks that neckline. So that is what happened with this trade on NVIDIA that I'm going to show you. It yielded me over $1,000 in one day, and it was pretty much just realizing that we were getting a break of that neckline and that price could no longer continue going up. So let's take a look at that trade. All right, and here is NVIDIA's textbook play, right? So on this side of the screen, you see how price rallies up, hits that top peak and comes down. And on NVIDIA, you see the exact same thing. Price rallies up, hits a peak, come down, rallies up again and fail. So the market is not perfect. No one's perfect. So how could the market be perfect? So no, it won't be exactly like the diagram, which is why you have to trade for some time to train your eyes to see that. So I was able to enter on that red candle, which was on a Friday. realizing that it had broken lower than the candle to the left, the green candle to the left of that red candle at the top of the M here. So that is how you want to play your double top. Okay, going even closer into the chart here, we can actually see that the first blue circle, this was a large red stick. It definitely kind of swallowed the previous stick in front of it. It's not even a kind that it did. You can barely see that it's a doji there. And the second time around, if you notice, there were two small green bars and the red stick completely engulfed um, that particular, those daily sticks, which is called an engulfing stick. So when I also noticed that it had engulfed two daily sticks, that was my entry for sure. Um, Now, that is very important because it shows a lot of selling power. And this is just one of the indications that you're getting a double top. You don't know what the market is going to give you. You have to let it kind of, talk to you and you read the story along with it. So, just wanted to give you guys a little closer look at that engulfing bar that NVIDIA gave us on that Friday. Okay, and this is definitely worth a mention because typical double tops, you're going to wait for the break of the neckline. Okay. Had I waited for the break of this neckline, I would have missed the move completely. So that is why you want to study your charts. You want to back test. You want to watch videos. You want to know when that signal is giving the signal because this gap down, I think price was at 129. I'm sorry. Price was like at 134, 135 and dropped down to 129 overnight over the weekend because at this time DeepSeek AI was introduced and that is a competitor for NVIDIA and it dropped NVIDIA with a huge gap. But had I waited for the break of the neckline, I would have missed this move on Monday. It did continue to sell, but as you can see, it has been rallying back up to the upside ever since. So, again, sometimes you cannot play by the playbook because the market is not perfect, and you have to train yourself to see these moves, you know, while they're happening. Okay, so to the left, you see the contract that I purchased. The total cost of that contract was $90. On the right, I have pulled up the 1 hour chart instead of the daily chart, and I'm showing you what exactly was happening that day, okay, that made me get into that NVIDIA sale, all right, because the news had not come out yet. It came out over the weekend. So, looking at the second circle, this drop right when it started passing the green candles to the left and we continue down, I went ahead and entered our trade. By the end of the day, the close of the day, we got that one little green candle that you see there. And that is why I was down $20 at the end of the day Friday. So sometimes you're in trades and they don't go green immediately. They don't go the right way immediately. And then sometimes you get in the trade and you're going good, good, good. And then this happens, a small pullback of a sort. It didn't scare me much because we had already broken past those previous areas, filled the gap, and we had tremendous bearish pressure. Meanwhile, I'm also looking to the left and I noticed what happened the last time we had those engulfing sticks. We continue down. So you have to have confidence in your trading strategy. You have to do it over and over, and you can see that. But again, just looking at the contract for now, um, it was a $90 contract. Again, by the end of the day, it was worth $70 because we were down $20. Our delta was right at about 96 bucks. So we had an excellent contract either way it goes, but let's see how that resulted. What did that gap, that $17 gap down, equal for us in our $90 trade? And this is why you cannot look at what other people do because I only had one contract, you guys, one contract. If only I had three, four, 10, what if? Okay, and this is what our $90 got us, well over $1,100. As you can see, this is, I was trying to take a screenshot and get out of the trade at the same time. Sometimes it doesn't happen. So it shows that the contract was up about 1,500% from that $90 or $70. It also shows that it was a plus 1118. But if you look on the right, when it actually got filled at 9:30 and 14 seconds, go IO. I mean, I was like, because the market opens at 9:30, y'all. That thing was sold in 14 seconds. Okay, don't play no games. Um, the actual limit price that I was able to get out of the contract was 11.25, which is 1100 and 1,102 1,000. Why am I having a hard time saying $1,125? So that is what we ended up getting out of this contract with. That was excellent. The next part that I want to talk to you guys about very quickly and swiftly is how to research. All right. How to do your proper research on companies, on stocks. I have three websites that I use. One is Simply Wall Street, one is finviz.com, and then the other one is not really a website, it's Webull's tools that they have. You have scanners and heat maps on Webull. So, last but not least, research. Because you guys, if you want wins like this, you have to put in the work. Okay. I look at this as being in school. Every loss is a lesson, paying tuition into what I need to do. Every mentorship program, everything that I'm doing to build my career, I am studying hard. Okay. Because this is life changing stuff. All right. This is life changing for me. So, let's get into how to research these plays. Okay, first up is Yahoo Finance. This is one of the major, well known resources for research. So when you get here, you want to go ahead and type in your stock. Once you get your stock typed in, you want to scroll down to financials. Once you get to financials, you want to go down under annually and find the common net income for stockholders. Go ahead and see if we are getting a increase or the net income is getting a decrease. You can then click to quarterly and do the exact same thing, because I don't want to enter a buy, especially for a swing, necessarily if the stock is having bad earnings, and I don't want to enter a sell if this is a good company that is going up. Okay, so this is Simply Wall Street. It has to be one of my absolute favorite resources to use. Once you're there, you want to go ahead, type in the ticker that you're going to be looking up, the stock, and you have a wealth of information. I mean, financials, the valuation, dividend information. You can just really go deep and in depth with your research for each company that you may want to invest in long term, beyond options, but actually buying shares and really getting behind this company. Simply Wall Street will really help you get an overall view of the company. Okay, now this is FinViz. That is finviz.com. Now, FinViz has many, many features, you guys. The main feature that I use it for is the heat map. This map shows you all of the sectors in our US market. And when you scroll over the sector, you get to see all of the companies that are either doing great or doing bad in that sector using FinViz. You can do Forex, crypto. So any security can be researched. You can look it up by the day, weekly performance, the monthly performance, and just really get an idea of which sector is popping. Okay. FinViz also has an excellent, excellent scanner. You put in the parameters that you need, and it will find the correct stocks for you to trade according to that parameter that you used. So, yeah, FinViz is excellent. Again, I really like it for the heat map. Um, they also have like different bubbles for the sector, showing you like comparisons of which sector is doing better than others. Also, so finviz.com. I almost forgot you guys. Also with FinViz, you can not only look at the S&P, but you can look at the world. So if you want to know how the Chinese stocks are doing, the Japanese stocks, anywhere in the world, FinViz can pull, that particular data up for you. They also have this really cool feature, the bubbles. The bubbles basically show you have a visual of how each sector is doing, and you can just scroll over the sector to see, which one is doing better than the other, what company is really standing out. In that particular sector. So again, just a little tidbit for FinViz because it is very accessible. It's free. They have a paid version, but I use the free version. So okay, last but certainly not least is Webull. Webull has a wealth of information, especially on desktop. So you have markets where you can explore all different sectors and markets. They also have an excellent screener that you can also set up. They have scanners, they have a heat map. With their screener, you can go in depth as well. Choose the category that you want to focus on, whether it's earnings per share, volume, a slew of options, and it will populate stocks for you to then research. So Webull, it is also free. So if you can sign up for Webull, like we discussed earlier, make sure you also sign up to trade options. But you can use their tools. Their tools are extravagant, very in depth. I mean, you can really spend some time setting up your scanners, um, and looking at the different heat maps, comparing things, creating your watch list. All right. And you guys, this is pretty much how it works. Okay. So I gave you how to set up your trading platforms. Okay. My trading strategy and the win for that trading strategy, along with ways to research your company. So I want to wish you guys much prosperity and peace and blessings for 2025. Generational Compounders is here to help you along the journey. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's continue to make 2025 and beyond our best years yet.